questions for Khani Rooths and Reyne Smith. Raise your hand, we'll get a microphone to you. Spit us off.
Yeah, this could be for either one of you. Can you kind of take us through, a coach's message to you all, both at halftime and then after the game ended today, heading into a big stretch this coming week in the Bahamas?
We really only just kind of spoke about the Bahamas and kind of briefly spoke how we got Indiana as the first thing, and right now we're just kind of enjoying this win and then about to turn the page over tomorrow. So not much has been said yet on our approach, but that'll get talked about.
Tonight, 17 minutes, a little over 17 minutes for tonight. You seem like you're growing into the game and becoming one of the veterans. Can you just talk about how you feel like you progressed in the first 4 games of the season?
Yeah, of course I'm getting comfortable playing more minutes. I got to step up, some people out, and I just to continue to be prepared when I come in the game and do what I got to do. It's up to coach whether I'm in the game or not. I'm bringing the energy.
For either of you, this is one of those games that just didn't have a rhythm, a lot of missed shots early, turnovers, weird stuff. How do you kind of stick in it mentally to finally kind of break through like you guys did?
Yeah, we knew going into the game that it's going to be scrappy, and Winthrop do a really good job at offensive rebounding and drawing fouls and things like that. So you got to give them credit for executing that, and we had to step it up as rebounding as a team and things like that, and just continue to get stops and stay the course and not panicking if they grab a few offensive rebounds and things like that. So just keeping level-headed and just kind of moving on to the next play.
Yeah. What did you think was the biggest cause of those turnovers? Finishing with 20, but then you had 12 in the first half. What do you think caused most of those? And then how did you go about trying to clean those up in the second half?
Yeah, I feel like a lot of them were just kind of unforced turnovers. And yeah, it happens. It's basketball. No one's perfect. So a lot of those were just kind of tying it up mentally, just making sure the pass was on the money, just kind of decision making. So yeah, just kind of tidying up those little things and just settling in and just slowing down a little bit.
Could you tell just how much this game meant to Coach Kelsey? To go up against his former school, and then also a guy like Coach Prosser, someone he worked with while he was there.
Yeah, like we knew kind of going in that it was his former school, and it meant a lot to him. But he was the same as preparation, and that's what he does, is just kind of keep the same all the time, and he's intense all the time. But we knew what it was. We knew it was an important game for him, with saying how his kids were born and grew up in Rock Hill. So we just had to go out there and play hard for him.
Moving forward to what's coming up in the Bahamas, how prepared do you guys feel for kind of the step up in competition level? And do you take anything from that Tennessee game that will carry over to Indiana and going forward?
Definitely, we lesson learned from that Tennessee game, and we know what to be prepared for and how to come out. And preparation starts as soon as possible for the Indiana game, and I think we're gonna be ready.
Speaking of the Bahamas, do you think it helps at all, at least from the familiarity aspect of it, that you guys already went to the Bahamas like just a few months ago, so you don't have to have the travel acclimation, so to speak?
Yeah, maybe. I think as far as playing into a ballroom, I feel like we'll be kind of used to that. So from that aspect, that's a little different, but we could play anywhere. So just kind of taking the same approach, but as far as playing in a ballroom was a little odd at first, so we're used to that.
Quick follow-up, as someone who's a high volume three-point shooter, how much different is it shooting in a ballroom versus in arena?
Yeah, it's different. It was a little unnatural at first where the ceilings are so low. So just kind of getting used to that and trying not to think about kind of the surroundings, and just the rim's still 10 foot. It's the same distance from three and things like that. So kind of try and keep it as simple as possible.
Khani, has there been like a takeaway for you, through these first 4 games of your college career? Like anything, obviously you've been practicing with the guys for a while, but getting out there and, getting into the game action. Has there been, any big takeaway from you from that?
I say the biggest takeaway is probably not getting down on myself when I make a mistake, just moving on to the next play and then trying to build from that. I've been working on that every day in practice and in the game, and it's going to continue to get better. So it's the biggest thing.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.